Hello humans, it's just Martine and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Sorry if you can hear some lawn things happening in the back. My neighbors have some lawn things going right at the first time this week that I've been motivated to pick up the camera and start vlogging for you. It's currently Tuesday, July, 13th at 2:44 p.m. and I finished my GRE practice for the day and uploading tomorrow's video. So now I'm going to spend some time right now reading. I have a couple of big reading goals this week, including the fact that I need to finish both the Anthropocene Reviewed and Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay. And that one I haven't even started yet because both of those audiobooks are due back to the library very, very soon. I would also like to start reading the ebook that I have checked out from the library, which is The Sparrow, a book that comes recommended by Amy from A Star Reads. I would say highly recommended. She loves that book, but she recommends it very, carefully nowadays after having a very mixed response from the people who have ended up reading it largely based off of her recommendation. But I'm excited for it. It sounds right up my alley. I think it's a science fiction book, so cool, all good with that. So right now I'm going to pop in my headphones and try to listen to as much of the Anthropocene Reviewed as I can, and I'll update you when I hopefully finish, to be honest, today. I'm hoping to finish that book today. Let's do it. It's almost 4 p.m. and I just finished the Anthropocene Reviewed, which I did give 5 stars as predicted. So in this moment, and I said it in my review on Goodreads too, but I've been waiting all book to say this, I give the Anthropocene Reviewed 5 stars. If you know, you know. If you don't know, basically this book was a series of essays about different topics, and then John Green rates each of the things at the end. So for example, Canada geese, or sunsets, or the smallpox vaccine. And it was definitely interesting to see how he tackled topics about like 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic, and he wrote this like during it. And I love that people are releasing all this art right now that lets us into what the year and a half we've been living has been like for them, because I think it's been so easy to feel alone during this time that to hear other people's renditions of what's been happening to them has been so refreshing. And that's why I think like so many people turned to things like daily vloggers and such to keep them sane this past year, is because getting insight into how everybody else is handling this helps us cope with it ourselves. A great book overall. I don't have a single bad thing to say about it. Another John Green book to love is out in the world, and I recommend it. It's 9 p.m. on Wednesday night. I went to the dentist early this morning, and I thought that was going to mean that I got a lot of like GRE work done today and like maybe filmed a video and read and stuff, but no, because instead I just felt really sick for a very long time because of anxiety, and then I did nothing. That's fine. I needed the rest, and I was like, this is going to be my day off from the GRE this week. Now I'm sitting and getting some reading done. No reading I can tell you about, but there is reading being done. Did I tell you that I got 25% of the way into Survivor Song? Was it yesterday? Last night? I don't think I told you that. I started Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay, and I'm 25% of the way into it. It's a really quick read. I'm reading it because Blake from Blake the Book Eater like casually mentioned it on Twitter, and I was like, ooh, sounds interesting. My library had it. It was available. I checked it out. I was like, yeah, sure, fine. It's only like a 9-hour audiobook, so really short, especially since with the narrator that it is, I can listen to it on 3 times the speed. So I listened to 25% of it last night, and it's basically about, it's from 2 different perspectives. There's Natalie and then Romola, is that her name? And it's set during a like plague pandemic style thing, but it's like a rabies style infection. And basically at the beginning of the book, Natalie gets bitten. Then Romola, I'm pretty sure that's her name. Anyway, she's a doctor and she's one of Natalie's really good friends. So Natalie calls her and she's like, hey, this man just attacked us and my husband is dead and I'm bitten. And she's like very, very pregnant. So Romola's like, all right, skirt, skirt. And they go to the hospital. That's basically where I am now. That's what happened in the first 25% of the book. I'm interested to see what happens, especially because the infection in the book specifically like develops really quickly, and yet Natalie seems to have later chapters, so like, does she survive? I don't know. We're probably going to find out soon because she just got a rabies shot, but we'll have to see if it was like soon enough. And if not, they're gonna have to do a C-section to like get the kid out of her body. So that's where I'm at. Happy Thursday. It's almost 9 p.m. I almost said 9 a.m. and it's definitely not 9 a.m. and in fact I was not awake at 9 a.m. Anyway, it's almost 9 p.m. so it's been like 24 hours since I last updated you, but I have gotten some reading done since then. In fact, just now on Goodreads I input the fact that I finished Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay. I ended up giving this 4 stars. I've read several books that involve like pandemics or epidemics since COVID-19 started. I think this was one of my favorites of the ones that I've read. It covered some topics really well. It was published mid-2020, so it was written before COVID-19, but Paul Tremblay managed to capture a lot of the issues that we've ended up having during this pandemic, like difficulties in communication among different levels of government, the spread of misinformation, the weirdness about vaccinations and stuff. So anyway, it was really interesting to read, but it also didn't hit like too close to home because it was a rabies infection. Yeah, it was really interesting. And the reason that I picked this up from my library when Blake from Blake the Book Eater mentioned on Twitter that he was reading it was because of the context in which he said he was reading it. He was like, I'm reading this thriller, and this main character just randomly mentioned that she's Ace. And I was like, I need the title of it right now. So anyway, he was like, it's not part of the story or like main plot or anything. She just like casually mentions it. And I was like, I don't care. Give me. So it's Survivor Song by Paul Tremblay, and I enjoyed it. So I thought it was a pretty solid read and a fast one too. I read it in like 3 to 4 sittings, so not bad at all. Good morning. It's Friday morning. It's Friday. Proud of myself for updating you not at 9 p.m. I did want to tell you that I started an audiobook last night called Neverlander. I'm listening to it on Audible to review it, and I'm only 1 chapter in, but I'm enjoying it so far. And usually I would listen to an audiobook like as fast as my brain will let me, but I'm feeling good taking this one kind of slow. I'm just enjoying myself. The basic premise so far, again, I didn't read the synopsis or anything. I just jumped in knowing that if it's called Neverlander, it's probably going to have to do with Peter Pan. Anyway, so it's about this girl, and there's like some weird stuff on her mother's side of the family. Her grandma, Wendy Darling, was kind of insane, and now her mom's kind of going insane, talking about this fictional place and these fictional people and all that stuff. So she just visited her mom in the place where her mom is staying. And that's all I know so far, to be honest with you. I'm enjoying it so far, so I'll definitely keep you updated on it. I'm also proud of myself because I got 2 sit-down videos filmed this morning. Who am I? Who am I? One of them you're going to see before this, and one you're going to see right after this video. So, cool. We're in the middle of Couchmageddon. Just had the world's largest boxes put on stairs. We don't know where to put them.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay.
He's trying to cut this bread he made as a gesture for visiting. Hello, Harris is back.
It wasn't just a gesture. Okay, so here's the deal. I like to make bread. I got sourdough starter.
I'm going to edit most of this out.
Okay, quiet on set, please.
This is the result.
It's a little tough.
When
good crust though. Good crust.
When I set it down on the counter, Michaela said it sounded like a pumpkin being set down.
Those with headphones know exactly what you were talking about. So I'm just trying not to destroy this bread knife, and it's actually holding up.
But so is the bread.
Oh yeah.
I hear some give. Oh no, it's stuck.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harris. He insisted he didn't need to keep cutting, that he had it from here, and now he's kneeing it.
So I accidentally made seitan. Look at that crumb.
My father has now informed me that we're reenacting the legend of King Arthur. We're not reenacting. Oh! Yeah, you have to hold it up after you pull it out of the rock. This man has never heard of this. Michaela just asked, is that a dead baby snake? Harris goes, no, that's a crack in the sidewalk. I swear these sunglasses are prescription. There are mosquitoes, and she's defeating them single-handedly. As an update, we missed a turn somewhere and ended up on the 4-mile loop instead of the 1-mile loop. So anyway, we turned around about 0.75 miles in, realizing suddenly that we were not where we were supposed to be, and now we're headed back. Alrighty, so it's Sunday night and it's almost 7 p.m. and I just finished reading Paper Girls Volume 2. I read Volume 1 on Friday, but like as I was falling asleep, so I didn't update you about it, and I gave it like 3 stars. It was okay, but I wasn't used to it yet, especially since I don't read many graphic novels. But I read Volume 2 today and I enjoyed it significantly more, so I'm going to end up giving it 4 stars. It's like a sci-fi time travel weird graphic novel series about these girls who deliver papers in the 1980s. That's all I can say to describe it, really. But that being said, I'm going to end this vlog off here so that I can start a new one tomorrow morning. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. How was your reading week? How are you doing? And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!